Hey everybody, welcome back to Cody Tarot. I'm your tarot reader, Cody. So for today's pick a card, we are going to be doing what blessing is coming your way, or what gift is the universe trying to give you. You can think of these as unexpected blessings, but some of you actually may know that some of these blessings are coming, and this is just confirmation. So maybe you've watched other readings or something and you know these blessings are coming. So this is just going to be confirmation for those of you who are like looking forward to that next thing in life. But for some of you, these blessings probably will seem unexpected. So keep that in mind. What is the universe offering you that's going to make you rich, abundant, successful, in love? We're going to keep it very open-ended today in today's reading. I'm also going to be exploring some other divination techniques that I have been studying lately. So I've been studying how to do divination with playing cards. So I'm going to be using playing cards. And then I'm also going to be using my astro dice. So we're pulling stuff for that. We're going to use tarot as always, and maybe some oracle cards. So we'll see what we get into. You know, Pile 1's my experimentation group, and then the rest of the groups follow. So anyway, let me show you the groups. And actually, when I was pulling this reading, I was pulling my tarot cards for inspiration for this reading, and I drew the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Emperor. So I kind of read this as like the abundance coming your way, and then I always read my aces as like divine gifts from, you know, inspiration and stuff. And then also the Emperor is like a plan, is kind of what I thought of. So I'm thinking of like what the universe is giving you to make you abundant, basically, in today's reading. But I kind of wanted to lay these out underneath the crystals as other cards that you can choose from for today. So if you want to look at these cards to choose, we have the King of Pentacles for group 1, the Ace of Wands for group 2, and then the Emperor for group 3. I'm going to show you the crystals up close right now, and then we'll get right into the readings. So for group 1, we have the Herkimer diamond. That's group 1. Group 2, we have the Spirit Quartz. It's group 2. And group 3, we have the Celestite. So I'll let you guys take all the time you need to pick your crystal. You can pause the video here if you need to. No right or wrong way to pick your crystal. Whichever way works for you is the correct way to do it. And let's get into the groups, starting with group number 1 with the King of Pentacles and the Herkimer diamond. Hey, group 1, this is if you picked the Herkimer diamond and the King of Pentacles card. I did shuffle the King of Pentacles back into the deck because I'm going to be using that deck today. So keep that in mind. The Herkimer diamond is our indicator on set for this reading. So let's get right into your reading. First thing I want to pull, I want to start with playing cards today, and actually I also want to pull some tea leaf oracle cards as well. So I'm pulling tea leaf oracle cards. I want to put the intention out there that these are specifically going to be blessings or things that are good that are coming in. So even if we get negative cards, I'm going to be reading them in a positive light. I think we'll pull 3 main energies for each group. Oh, one fell on the floor. I'm going to show you guys this one, even though it fell on the floor. This might be just something to keep in mind. It says, rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. So maybe some of you have been horny lately, or just very feeling sexually active, and you like are thinking about it a lot, and maybe it's time to put that to rest and find some other activities or something like that. So just a quick little message with the rabbit card there. And then let's pull out some playing cards. So let's shuffle these. I don't exactly know what these playing cards are. I think they're based off the Fae. So they're based off of like fairy folklore. So like all the court cards are, obviously I don't know how to shuffle them yet. But so all the court cards are based off like fairy lore, and they like represent different fairies. So if you guys are curious about this deck, I will post it, or I'll find out where it is, and I'll post it. If someone comments and wants to know, I'll definitely post it. Okay, so let's get some cards. What are some cards that are going to be in group one's upcoming future? It's going to be the upcoming energies for their upcoming life, what the universe wants to send them. Okay, we're going to have these three. Okay. So let's see what your tea leaf cards are. So for your first blessing, we have pin, new job, career. And for your second blessing, we have basket, recognition, reward for merit. And for your third tea leaf card, we have caterpillar, things will not always be this way, a change is coming. Okay, let's flip over your playing cards. We have 8 of clubs, okay. And then we have 6 of spades. And we also have jack of clubs. Okay, let's start with the first blessing coming in for you with pin, new job or career, 8 of clubs. For those of you who picked this pile and you're looking for a new career or a new job or a new way to make money, is what I'm seeing is that basically you're going to be receiving this new job or career. It's coming in for you. It's coming in sooner than expected. With the 8 of clubs here, this is going to be a job, and this might just be a little information for you guys, but this is going to be a job that's going to use your mental power or your mental abilities. So this is going to be something that's going to be utilizing the mind a lot, because in the playing card deck, I always associate clubs with the mind or mental things. This could be a job where you're using your intuition. This could be a job with, could be a job where you're using psychic abilities or you're healing people, or there's something in the healing professions. But whatever it is, I feel like you guys watching this are very intelligent and you're finally getting a job that fits your intelligence. It's like you're finally getting that job that is like putting your mind to use in the best way. It's like you have this ability to think in a very clear fashion, or you have this ability to problem solve in a very unique and specific way. And what I'm seeing here with this new job and career is that's going to utilize those talents. I'm seeing that very strongly. 8 in this card system that I've been studying is a fixed card. So I definitely see this as something that a job that might last for a while, or this could be a job that lasts for kind of like a long period of time, or this is something where there's a sense of security in this position. Okay, let's move on to this second blessing right here. We have basket, recognition, reward for merit, and 6 of spades. I feel like this kind of goes along with the job for some of you. For others of you, this is going to be a separate thing. But for the ones that it does go along with the job, with recognition, reward for merit, I feel like you've done something in the past with the 6 of spades here. There's something that you did with your work, or like what the effort that you put into your life that you are actually getting back now. It's like karma is coming into your life and repaying you for the good that you've done. So I feel like those of you watching this pile, if you've done a lot of good deeds for people in the past, specifically along the lines of like health or work. So for example, if you have helped someone with an illness, or you actually took your time to heal a relative or heal a friend or sit with them while they were sick or something like that, I'm seeing that you're going to be rewarded for that merit, or you're going to be recognized for that act of service. So this is one of those things where I'm definitely feeling this is kind of something going along with the job, where this is going to be something along the lines of however you healed someone in the past, someone's recognizing that healing ability that you have, and they're putting you in this new career, or they're giving you this new job to look forward to, basically. Yeah, with the 6 of spades here, this is going to be something, I see one of the blessings coming in for you is definitely something about rebalancing your health or your lifestyle habits. That could also be something that's coming in for you guys. But for the most part, you're being recognized for that. You're being recognized for this healing ability, or you're being recognized for this ability to... Basically, it's just a sense of karma, that you're getting kind of what you deserve. And I definitely see this as good karma. This is something that you're getting recognized for something you did in the past, and it's actually coming to you now in the future. It's like before you did it before, you may not have even expected anything to come of this thing that you did in the past, but like now you're getting rewarded for it. You're getting recognized for it. And specifically reward for merit is coming through as like you're getting rewarded for your effort. You know, we have a spades card here and that represents work too. And it's like you're being rewarded for the work that you put into a situation. So it's not necessarily like the product that you made, if it's like good or not. It's the fact that like you put in the hard work. And so you're being recognized for that hard work, that ability, that the fact that you put in that work. It's like you're being rewarded for that. With Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming, and the Jack of Clubs. I definitely feel like with this Caterpillar card, it's basically saying that like if you came to this reading and you've been struggling lately or you've been dealing with some things, I definitely see that things are going to be turning around in your favor. It's like the cards are urging you, saying that like you are still just a caterpillar in this particular moment of your life. You know, these good things that are coming, they're still meant to help you grow. They're meant to help you grow into a bigger person or a new person, especially with Caterpillar here and a Jack. A Jack is represented by youthfulness and kind of like a young person. And so I'm definitely kind of seeing this as you a little bit. And with the Caterpillar here, it's just basically saying you still have much to transform. You still have to move into the Queen energy, the King energy. It's like with the Caterpillar here, you're just starting your journey. You know, you're just beginning. And that's one thing the blessing that's coming in is that like knowledge of that, if that makes sense. Like you're gonna be, and it could be even in this reading that you're receiving that knowledge, but this is kind of coming in as like a little side note, you know? There is something with the Jack of Clubs to be like ethical in your dealings with this new career change and stuff, to like stay with that good, strong sense of like values that you have. That's coming through. But basically getting creative with your mind is something that's also going to be beneficial, or a new blessing that's coming in. You know, it's like you have this ability to work wonders with your logic and your mind and your intuitive abilities. You know, with the new job and career, it's going to be perfect for you, right? This is basically saying that like get creative with some of this stuff that's going on in your mind. Like do some word games, some word puzzles, stuff like that. That's just one example. You could do many different things that stimulate your mind, but this is coming through as something that it's like an exercise to work on, to keep your mind growing. It's like I feel like a lot of people who are watching this group, you have this ability with the way you think to self-stimulate yourself. We see that again with the 8 here. It's like whatever you're thinking of, it's like whatever problems you're solving, it's self-stimulating, it's self-renewing for you. It's like you kind of love going over and analyzing specific things, or going over specific things with your mind, because it's like it's rejuvenating for you. And so with the Jack of Clubs here, it's just saying get creative with these ideas, get creative and expand with these things. Like what could you do? What would you want to do? You know, the Caterpillar is saying that like you have more ahead of you. You have a journey ahead of you. And so something that's coming through that you're going to be getting is this kind of sense of fresh perspective. If you feel like, you know, you've been there, done that, or you feel like you're at this end of the road mentality and it's left you feeling a little bitter, one of the blessings coming in for you is this beginner mind. It's like this beginning state of seeing the world, or a fresh way of viewing the world. And so it's this sense of beginning, right? It's this sense of initiation. And it's kind of going to give you this feeling of potential or possibility, right? And it's also going to bless you with this little creativity, because I do see Jacks as like the creative element of the suit. So like creativity of the mind, basically. So let's get a little deeper into the reading. I'm going to pull some tarot cards. That's why I shuffled the cards back in. So I'm going to pull a few tarot cards to get a little more info. And I also want to pull some animal oracle cards to see any beneficial people that you would be meeting that would be facilitating any of these changes. Don't keep the shuffling too long. Let's pull right from the middle of the deck. So I'm going to pull, we have 6 of Swords here. Is that in the camera? Yeah, 6 of Swords. We have Knight of Swords. And we have 9 of Pentacles. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so One thing that I'm saying is this new job or career, this is something that is going to be in for the long haul. You know, the Six of Swords makes me think of a longer journey or a slower journey or something where there's been a lot of challenges, there's been a lot of tough like obstacles to overcome. And so specifically with the Six of Swords, I'm seeing this kind of like thing with, especially with, you know, we have the Knight of Swords here too, and there's a lot about mental activity with logic coming through because the swords in tarot represent logic. And I'm definitely seeing that this could be a slower journey to this career, but it is coming. I feel like it's been a long time coming, or you've been through some challenges to get to this career. And so it's almost like, it's interesting. I feel like it's just something that's going to last for the long haul. That's kind of what the Six of Swords is reminding me in this particular reading, is it's going to be a career that lasts for a long time. It's going to be something that you're going to want to keep doing for a while, even if there's hardships in it. There are going to be some hardships in this new career. It's just basically saying that like you'll be able to overcome those, right? Like you're going to, like the difference between this Six of Swords and many others is right in this Six of Swords, you have two kind of like innocent looking children, reminding me again of this Jack and Caterpillar energy, you know, and this person ferrying them across is not just a man, but like an angel. They have actual wings. And so one thing that I'm seeing is this is just more of a blessed transition than you could expect, if that makes sense. With basket, recognition, reward for merit with the Knight of Swords, I really feel like this recognition is going to be the first blessing coming in. This is going to be the blessing coming in the fastest because we have the Knight of Swords energy here. And it's really going to be for something that you did in the mental sphere is what I'm seeing. But also with Knight of Swords, I definitely see that like people are going to be like pushing down your barriers to compliment you, basically, because of what you did in the past. It's like they were so affected by it, or people are so affected by the good person that you are. People are just seeing you for who you are, basically. And so with the Knight of Swords here, I do see like a lot of fast moving energy. And with the Six of Spades here, this is a card about fate and a card about things that are like, you're getting your just desserts, basically. And with the Knight of Swords, I'm definitely seeing like someone coming in quickly with this kind of information and recognition and reward for your merit. So there might be a boost. So for example, if you're like a YouTuber or something like that, and you put a lot of work into a specific video, and like, I'm talking like with the six here, this is something you put a lot of work, a lot of effort into, or you took care of someone who was sick or something like that. But basically you put in a lot of work, a lot of effort into a particular thing, and maybe you haven't seen rewards from it for a while, or maybe you haven't seen any kind of thing for it for a while, or any kind of like, I think I was right when I said rewards. You haven't really seen any like rewards or, you know, recognition for merit or anything like that. But now it's coming in. People are saying like, whoa, what a great video, or whoa, what a great thing that you did for that person. Like I heard about that. Like you're that person. You really like meant a lot to them, and they told me about you, and now I want to get to know you. You know, it's one of those things like that. This could be like any kind of post or something that kind of goes viral or something like that. But with the Knight of Swords, this is definitely fast-moving energy, and it could feel a little overwhelming at times. I'm seeing that this next new thing coming in with this particular reward for that thing you did, it could feel a little overwhelming, like, whoa, like I'm not that good of a person. But the truth is you are. The six is all about rebalancing things, and it's about you getting that deserved recognition, and it's just coming in quickly. It's like someone put a dam with it. It's like, you know, you haven't felt it for so long, and there was this dam, and now the dam's breaking, and it's like a flood, right? That's kind of what I'm getting with the Knight of Swords energy here. With this third blessing, the sense of beginning anew, or the fact that your journey's just begun, it's like you get this fresh start, right? With the Nine of Pentacles, I am seeing that this fresh start is kind of like inspired or being, oh, that's funny. My neighbor's car just, their car beeped or whatever. So I'm taking that as a sign, confirmation. But basically with this Nine of Pentacles, I'm definitely seeing that this whole beginning stage of your life, or this sense of newness that you're feeling, is spurred on by this possibility for independence financially, or for luxury or abundance. I'm definitely seeing that like you're kind of realizing the money-making potential of some of these ideas and these creative projects, or the fact that your mind is directly related. It's like, also with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like the abundance of your mind. It's like you're realizing that your mind is like a creative powerhouse for abundance, you know? It's like you're realizing and you're really enjoying thinking and like processing and feeling those things. Also, this could be related to money, as far as like these ideas of making more money or becoming the thing that brings you more money. And so that's one other thing that I'm seeing here, is that this beginning stage, you're just like, wow, this is just the beginning. Like I can do this and this and this, and I can bring in all this abundance. It's like a very creative viewpoint, or a very creative beginning is what is coming in as one of your blessings. So let me look at the, let me pull the astro dice, or roll the astro dice to get further information. And I also want to pull some, let's pull the astro dice. We have Virgo, 11th house, and Pluto. And then I also want to pull I think I'm just going to pull one card, one animal oracle card, to see any beneficial person, or the person who's going to be the most beneficial in this particular time period. Let's see who's the most beneficial for the Herkimer diamond pile. And we have Swan. Perfect. Okay, so something that I am seeing with the Virgo and the Swan, I'm definitely seeing there could be a Virgo that is actually quite beautiful, or any kind of earth sign that's very, very beautiful in nature. That could be helping you along your journey. This is going to be, like, I'm telling you that this earth sign this is a person with like an earth sign who has more of like an intuitive nature, and they're very beautiful. This is the type of person who, you know, you think you see all of them when you first see them or when you first meet them, but then like if you dig deeper, there's more to them, or they work harder than you really see on the surface. But everyone just sees this beautiful, graceful figure that doesn't have to try too hard. But this person really does work furiously. Like underneath the swan, she's like pedaling, you know, in the water, you know, like I always imagine the swan pedaling furiously, but this reflection, it just shows like just the swan in itself. So this person coming in is someone who has this ability to kind of work hard in an easy fashion. That's someone that's going to be helping you along this journey. This could be you as well, or it could be aspects that you're going to take on for yourself. But for the most part, I am seeing that this is like a different person. This is someone other than you. This could be someone that you helped in the past who's coming forward, and maybe they were like an ugly duckling before, but now they're a swan, and they're like telling people that their transformation was because of you, or like you helped them through their transformation or something like that. And so I'm seeing this person could be like a Virgo or any kind of earth sign with watery like characteristics, right? With the 11th house here, I am seeing there's like maybe a bigger group atmospheres could be beneficial for your career, or something where you're with this new job or career coming through with the mental stuff, could be dealing with bigger or larger groups. I'm definitely seeing that with the recognition and reward for merit. I'm definitely seeing like more than one person coming up to you and like rewarding you for what you did. I think that's why I thought of a YouTube video or something like that. I mean, that's just the closest thing I can relate it to in my life, but there could be anything that like you could get a lot of recognition and reward for others. I know the 11th house doesn't represent education, but to me, it's kind of representing education or some kind of aspect of education. I know 11th house can be representative of like charities in some cases, or like large groups or like bigger friend groups. And so I'm definitely seeing that there's kind of like a lot of people coming in that are gonna help you in that regard. I do see that these blessings are not without challenges with Pluto here. And there could be an element that this person that is going to help you in this career or something actually challenges you first, or puts you through a challenge. This could be like a very rigorous interview process, or some kind of process that it requires a specific challenge to accomplish the interview. Basically, they might ask you to perform kind of a mental thing where you have to think of a puzzle on the spot. Or you have to think of kind of like solving a problem right up front, right? They might give you a problem and give you like a week to solve it or something, and then say, solve this problem, something like that. With the 6 of Swords, I definitely see that there are challenges in the career as well, but I feel like they're all welcomed. It's like all very beneficial challenges. Also with Pluto here, I am seeing kind of like a death and a rebirth, you know, and especially with this third blessing with the caterpillar here, it's like there's this sense of death and rebirth as far as like you're becoming more youthful. Like if you felt like I'm saying, like, again, like with, you know, it's interesting. It's like, it's almost like you felt a little jaded in your life, or like your life is almost over, or like life has no purpose or something like that. There's something about feeling like you're at the end of the line, right? But what I'm seeing here with this Jack and this caterpillar is this is just the beginning, and the cards are urging you to see this. And also if you don't see it already, I feel like it's coming in. That mindset is coming in for you. It's like that mindset of this is just the beginning. With Nine of Pentacles, this is a card about independence. So I feel like you're feeling a little freer. You're feeling a little more independent. You feel like you have a sense of freedom in your body and in your cadence and who you are. And so I'm definitely seeing that one thing that the cards are urging you with this challenge card is to challenge you to see that, right? It's like in the coming months or in the next coming months to like challenge yourself to kind of see that aspect of yourself, that new aspect of yourself that sees things with a fresh perspective. Because I see once you tap into that creativity, it's like that's what's going to create your money in this lifetime. It's interesting because you have that new job or career, and these could be tied, right? The creativity of the mind could affect the kind of like brilliance of being able to solve any kind of puzzle, what we see here with the Eight of Clubs, right? But with the Nine of Pentacles, it's interesting because it's like, this is what's these ideas, these kind of generating these ideas is what's going to bring you the wealth, right? Being in that state of beginner mind and knowing that you have so much more life to live, that's going to bring you the Nine of Pentacles wealth. It's like, you know, you can start new projects. You know, there is time, there is more like life to live, basically. So that's kind of something that's coming through. I think that about covers it for the reading. Let me see if I see anything else real quick. Also, I'm kind of with these astro dice. This could represent timing too. So I'm definitely saying Virgo season might be important. If Virgo season is coming up anytime soon for you guys, or just in general, Earth sign seasons could be beneficial or could be like profitable for you. Profitable is also coming to mind. Nine of Pentacles is also Virgo energy because it's one of the last of the deacons of Virgo, basically represented here is the Nine of Pentacles. So that's kind of coming through again here is like that Virgo energy. So something about Virgo is significant. Yeah, I'm also seeing that whatever sign in your birth chart Pluto is in, that is going to be really significant for this transformation. I feel like it's going to color whoever's watching this, whatever sign Pluto is in for you guys, it's going to color the way, you know, and specifically with 8 being like the 8th house and like Scorpio being represented by Pluto, I'm seeing that like whatever house your Pluto, or not house, it could be the house too actually, whatever house or sign your Pluto is in, it's going to affect the way you solve problems and the way your mind operates. And I'm definitely seeing that it's going to affect kind of like how this career is working out in your favor as well. So I would check that out in your birth chart. Doesn't have to be, but I would definitely check it out and see if there is some kind of correlation there. Yeah, with that said, that's going to be the end of the reading. I really enjoyed reading for you guys. It was a pleasure. I had so much fun. If you like this reading, please like or comment below. If you really like this reading and you really resonated with my energy, feel free to subscribe to my channel. We're always welcoming new subscribers here at Cody Tarot. And with that said, we are going to move on to group 2 with the Spirit Quartz. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Hey group 2, this is if you picked the Spirit Quartz. What a pretty shiny stone with all those little crystals around the big crystal. Such a cool stone. Okay, so let's get into your reading right away. I'm putting out the intention there that we are pulling cards for only blessings. And so if we get any that have more of a negative connotation, because these tea leaf cards, I don't know if you guys have seen these in other readings, but they can have some pretty negative cards in here. So we're pulling them out for, these ones just shot out, so I'm going to take those too. They have some pretty negative cards for connotations in the reading, but we're putting the intention out there for positive cards. Not just positive cards, but positive, like cards that are going to translate to positivity. So if we do receive any negative cards, we might just see them as things that are fading in your life or something like that. But, and then I'm going to be doing my first attempt at divination with playing cards. So I have been studying this playing card system, and as far as like what they all represent and stuff like that. So I'm trying to divine with playing cards. We'll see how this goes. Group 1 went pretty well, if I do say so myself. No, yeah, let's just be humble, Cody. Group 1 went okay. Group 1 went well. So hopefully your group, I don't even know why. I feel like talking in this group, like I wasn't as chatty in group 1. So maybe that's something that like, I feel like maybe you guys appreciate a talkative soul, or maybe you yourselves are very talkative, or you just appreciate good conversation. Or something like that. Maybe that's something that's coming in for you guys. So let's flip over your cards and see what you got. So we have first tea leaf card. We have angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Wow, that's good. And we have gavel, involvement with the law. And then we also have dogs getting together with friends. Okay, and for your playing cards, we have the 6 of diamonds. Gavel, we have the 6 of clubs. And dogs, we have the 3 of spades. Yeah, with this group, for some reason, I don't know why, like, I have this urge to, like, talk with you guys or, like, overshare. And I'm just trying to, like, not share too much because I know that, I don't know, maybe that's something that you guys struggle with too. Just, like, sharing too much of yourself or something like that. Because I'm feeling that with this group for some reason. But let me get into the cards here. Wow, okay, so we have a few things coming through for this group, for the Spirit Quartz group. This is quite interesting. So first of all, with angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm, this is something that, there's also something, I'm just going to bring this up first, with gavel, involvement with the law. There might be something impending with a lawsuit or something like that, or you coming up against some kind of thing with... like it could be legal affairs or anything like that, but it's basically something that is like paperwork, or you could think of like forms or even taxes, you know, like maybe it's like something having to do with your taxes or something like that, or it's basically just any kind of involvement with the law. And what I'm seeing is with this card, with spiritual guidance, protection from harm, that's another thing that's coming through, is that you're gonna be protected from any kind of like negative influences that this could entail. Now, I say that with a grain of salt because I do not like to give medical or legal advice. I just really avoid it in my readings. I really don't like to give it. So take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, I'm not a you know, I do have a disclaimer down in my description box of my video, so definitely read that before you take any like legal advice from me, because I don't have like a background in law or anything like that. But it does say involvement with the law, so I'm going to bring that up, and I do see some 6s here, so there is a sense, and with the protection here, I do see a little bit of protection. With angel, with spiritual guidance, protection from harm, I am seeing that like something that's coming through, especially with the angel card here, is you like the gift that's coming through that the universe is giving you is more divine protection. Like they are sending, like if you typically have like angels looking out for you or spiritual figures looking out for you, they're sending like twice as many. It's like there's like an army of angels coming to help you, right? It's like they're all have a different task and they're all ready to do something or get engaged or work on your behalf, basically. And I definitely see with the coming out with the 6 of diamonds, there is some karma with finances coming up with you guys, and something that the universe is kind of, the blessing that's coming forward is that maybe you help someone out financially in the past, or maybe you help someone pay off a bill or something like that, or maybe there's something entangled with your finances and another person. I'm definitely seeing that you have some good karma. We see the 6 again right here. Even though this 6 involvement with the law is not necessarily represented exactly from protection from harm, I am saying that this is a beneficial thing, because we did call for only blessings in this reading, just so you guys know. This is not pointing out like negative stuff. This is pointing out blessings. So with the 6 of diamonds, I definitely see some people paying you back. Like you could have some debts coming back from other people, where other people are paying you back from different things in either this lifetime or a previous lifetime, where they're giving you some kind of financial resource or material or something like that, or helping you out in some way. 6 of diamonds, diamonds can also represent value of like in just general, so of things that you value. So for example, with friendship here, I see that you guys kind of value your friends. This could be someone paying you back in like a friendship capacity, like introducing you to someone that they think is really cool and you end up becoming best friends with that person or something like that. So Six of Diamonds does represent value, but for the most part, diamonds is like typically associated with money. So I'm definitely seeing a lot of like financial debts being repaid. So if you've helped other people out in the past, you've offered them loans, you've offered them money, or maybe you paid for someone else in the past, like you really helped someone out when they were down on their luck or something like that. These loans are coming back into you. People are paying you back for what you have put out in the past. Sixes are all about what you put out, you get back. It's all about the law of karma and kind of cause and effect. So with this Six of Diamonds, I'm definitely seeing that you have this coming in for you. And it might be one of those things too with angel, with spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Maybe you've offered spiritual guidance to people in the past, or there's something along the lines of you provided spiritual guidance to others, and maybe they took that out on a loan. Maybe you didn't charge them for that service or something like that. And now they're coming back and they're paying you back, or you're getting more customers who are more going to pay you more money or something like that. There is some kind of accumulation effect of your karma in this particular gift. And what I'm seeing here in that protection from harm is basically just saying that like, it's almost like there could be a few different things, like interpretations of this. It's like on one hand, you're receiving, you're being paid back for some loans or something, or some credits or debits that you've been dealing with other people. And also with protection from harm, some people could be physically protecting you, right? Some people could be like getting very protective over you as well. So a lot of these people who are going to be protecting you are also like, I don't want to say they're being possessed by angels because that doesn't sound quite right. But basically, like, it's almost like your angels are working through these people to help protect you from these situations, or to stand up for you in specific situations and kind of like make you feel protected and loved and cared for, basically. With your second gift, it says involvement with the law. I definitely see you guys getting in some kind of legal situation. Now, it's interesting because we have the Six of Clubs here, and the Six of Clubs is the psychic card in the system that I'm studying. It's like the card of like intuition, basically. And it's also kind of a card of like cause and effect in the mental realm, basically. So I feel like if you've engaged with someone in some kind of like mental capacity as far as like in dealing with the law, I'm actually going to be honest with you. I know this is coming out as one of your blessings, but I am not going to be covering it as in depth as these other blessings, just because I don't want to say anything that's going to affect you guys. If that makes sense. I really don't like to give out legal advice or medical advice, but it is coming out for this, for a specific reason. So just in general, with the Six of Clubs, this could be a new intuition that's coming in, or a new intuitive gift that's going to help you with some kind of legal matter. So it's like, maybe there's going to be a legal matter in the future that you have to really deal with, that has been on your mind or weighing on your mind or something like that. Because I am seeing for some of you, this legal matter is something that's like coming that you're like worried about. With the Six of Clubs, this is basically just saying that like there's going to be this sense of intuition that you're going to be getting with this particular kind of like and it's interesting because with involvement with the law, I'm also seeing this sense of judgment, or the fact of like being past judgment, or passing judgment. I feel like you're going to be given this gift of intuition to be able to pass the correct judgment on situations, if that makes sense. And this is the law of cause and effect, so there could be some beneficial thing you're receiving from a lawsuit or something like that that's coming in for you, that you're going to be receiving some kind of win or something like that, but only if you use your intuition. And so your angels are saying like, here's your intuition, here's this new intuitive ability, here's this new intuitive gift, you're going to be able to use it to your advantage. So that's just something I'm seeing as far as your second gift. But like I said, just because the law is here, I'm taking with what I'm saying with a grain of salt, just for this particular blessing. Take what resonates, but also follow your own guidance. Six of Clubs is a card about your own guidance, your own intuition. So this is about following your own gut instincts, and always, seek professional help if you need be with a specific situation like this. Obviously, you guys want to be safe and stuff. With dogs getting together with friends and Three of Spades, I definitely see there's like some kind of thing, something that's coming in for you guys is some kind of thing with friends where you get to express your creativity. So it's interesting because I am seeing with getting together with friends in this Three of Spades, it is kind of reminding me of the Three of Cups. And I'm just seeing the sense of like being able to create or work or blend well with a group of people. I feel like these people with the dogs here, they're going to be people who are so loving towards you and so affectionate towards you. There's just some kind of like unconditional love that is flowing from these people, and it's all centered around this like creative hobby or creative activity. I also see this is a card of health and work, so I definitely see that like these friends could help you with staying healthy. So for example, this could be friend group, like a friend group where it's like an exercise class where you like go and you meet with them every Tuesday or something, and you just like work out together or something like that, and you guys kind of have this exercise routine. Or maybe you guys go on hikes together, or they're like a bike club where you guys go on bike rides together as a friend group. There's also, with the 3 here, this is reminding me of creativity and expression. So this could be a group that you have like an artistic talent with, or a group that you can kind of like get into an activity of like where you guys all go to the same painting class or something like that, or even like a theater group where you go to express yourself and express your feelings, maybe like an improv group or something like that. I only say that because currently I'm like attending an improv group in my hometown, so it's just something that I'm like doing right now for fun. But yeah, so basically with this, getting together with friends and expressing some kind of creative hobby or work or health related activity. This also could be coworkers. So getting together with coworkers to have a really great time, or this could be actually, for some of you who have been struggling to get along with your coworkers, your angels are coming in to say that like, and I'm specifically saying angels in this group. I said universe in the last group, but because we have angel here, it's like coming through that your angels are kind of like being like, hello, we want to work with you, So like with the dogs here, it's like this could be coworkers that are going to turn into friends. It's like you're going to have some coworkers that maybe you're not that close with right now that are going to grow into really strong, powerful friendships. So, bravo to all that. Let me draw some tarot cards to get some further information for each of these things. One thing that's coming through with the legal thing that's coming through right now, you might be given the gift of knowing what's going to happen before it happens. So for example, with this legal thing, you might actually know what the opponent or what's going to happen in this legal case is before it actually happens. And so the cards are urging you to trust your intuition because it's not going to mislead you in this situation. Okay, these 3 cards want to come out. They did not want to go back in the deck, and so we're taking them. So for the first card, we have the 7 of Wands. I don't think I'm going to take reversals in this reading for these cards. We also have the 5 of Wands, and we have the 10 of Wands. Wow, a lot of wand energy. Wow, this is some great news. So let's get into it. So with the 7 of Wands here, I am seeing this person as you kind of rising above all these other wands of these like represented by other people or situations in your life. I feel like your angels are exalting you. They're putting you above other people to give you this sense of position of prominence in a sense. And they're also protecting you in this specific situation. So it's a little different than the original 7 of Wands where you have to like fight off the people. It's like your angels are going to do all the fighting for you. The angels are going to do all the protection for you. So you don't have to worry about people being jealous or envious or anything like that, because I definitely see that like your angels are helping eliminate those people out of your life or to block off their energies from reaching you, They're only going to let in those positive vibes that are going to be for paying back those debts of value, basically, or paying back those kinds of loans of like things in the past. You're not going to have to deal with like resistance from others as far as, in a sense, you're being offered this protection, basically, right? And with spiritual guidance, this is interesting because I definitely see that like you're going to be like more focused on offering this spiritual guidance as well. I mean, you're getting spiritual guidance from your angels, but it's almost like they're channeling it through you. And in a way, sometimes, even though I said you were not being the one protecting yourself, sometimes your angels could channel themselves through you. So you might be like surprised in one moment where you like say something to someone and you're like, whoa, like I just got kind of, protective or defensive, and I normally don't get like that. Or you might find yourself saying something that's out of character, but it's really your angels working through you to like protect you from those people who are going to try to take advantage of you, basically. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here with the Seven of Wands and also with the Six of Diamonds. It's like your angels are basically saying that like the times when people take advantage of you for like your resources, your money, anything like that, those times are over. Right now, we're only letting the positive people in that are going to be paying back those loans or be giving you that positive vibration. So any negative people are going to kind of be repelled from you. And if any of them have the, courage, we'll say courage to approach you, you're going to be able to push them, put them back in their place, basically. And your angels are going to help you with that. Also what I mentioned earlier with protection with your friends and stuff like that, your angels might be working through other people the same way they work through you to kind of protect you from those situations. So they might be kind of like, I know I use the word possessing. I'm going to put finger quotes around possessing because I don't believe angels like possess us, but it's going to kind of in a way be like that. Like they're going to be gently pushing you to like make certain actions to protect yourself in this particular situation. And so I'm definitely seeing that you're going to be totally protected from harm. And even though it's in kind of some unique different ways than you would have expected, you're definitely going to be protected from harm, and you're going to get that financial payback that from things that you've done in the past, whether that was spiritual guidance or helping someone in another way. With involvement with the law, with the Five of Wands here, this is kind of an interesting thing because Five of Wands makes me think of a whole bunch of people offering a lot of different perspectives in the same situation. And so it could be like a courtroom or something like that. But for the most part, I'm just seeing that the fact is like maybe with this kind of thing with the law or something, everyone has an opinion, right? It's like everyone has an opinion and they all seem equally different and confusing compared to the next person's opinion, if that makes sense. So it's like hard to navigate which way to choose. It's like, yeah, you have this idea or you have this idea. Or maybe this could even be for some of you, like with involvement with the law, maybe you are like on jury duty or something like that, and you're seeing all these different perspectives in the case or something like that, and you're like, whoa, like I don't understand why this is here and this person has this and this person says this, but for some reason your angels are speaking through you specifically with your intuition to help guide you in this particular period of time. It's like you're gonna really know on an internal level, despite all the outside chaos, what the true course of action is, what the way, like you will know the best way to pass judgment on the situation based on your intuition is what I'm seeing for you guys for this second gift coming in. And it's interesting because it's like you needed this kind of trying circumstance to like bring out the intuition, but the intuition itself is going to be a gift you'll probably keep for many, many years from this point forward. With dogs getting together with friends with this Three of Spades and the Ten of Wands, I'm seeing with the Ten of Wands added to this situation that something about these friends is they're gonna increase your endurance, right? If you look at this person, they are holding up all these wands, right? And it takes a lot of endurance and stamina and strength to hold up these wands. And so something that I'm seeing is they're gonna really increase your strength, your power, your determination, your resilience. I feel like with the Spades card here with representing work and stuff, I feel like one thing that's really cool about this like card is that it's like these friends are going to build you up is the best way to put it. Working with them is going to make you stronger. It's going to give you a better resilience, a better shield. Going back to this protection thing, these friends are actually going to make you stronger and resilient. We have the Seven of Wands here showing that like there's a lot of cards about strength in this particular reading, basically. And so there's definitely this sense of your friends building you up. You're going to have these supportive friends, whether that's you meet them through work or these are people you already know, or just creative people in a group or people that you exercise with. And it could be like quite literally you're getting stronger with them, or like on the flip side, it's like metaphorically or like spiritually you're getting stronger with them, or you're developing a deeper resilience for your life. It's like this beautiful aspect of like group work for like that strength and creativity. So you're growing with these friends. You're basically growing and getting stronger and building up a shield around yourself with these people. So that's really cool. Let me flip the Astro dice to see any other influences coming in for this group. And we have Capricorn, the moon, and the 8th house. And then I also want to pull a animal oracle card to see if there's any people or person specifically that's going to be beneficial to you in this period. And we have Zebra. Yeah, I think that intuition, or this 6 of clubs represented by intuition, is coming through strong with this moon card right here. I definitely think that like the cycles of the moon might be important to you in this upcoming period or this next blessing. And also just in general, the fact that the moon is here, it's like showing me that like the intuition is going to be a key factor in like developing this like particular gift. It's like you're really coming into a special, unique, intuitive gift. And I think it's going to be different for a lot of you what that intuitive knowing is, but you're going to be getting this ability to just know a specific situation or know a specific outcome. It could be based on like faith in what the universe provides for you, or it could be something more along the lines of receiving downloads of knowledge of what's going to happen, like on a more physical, real level of like, how do I put this? You might be getting accurate images in your mind of like what's going to happen, or you might be getting images in your mind of what will not happen for some of you. It's like there is some kind of like intuitive download that's coming through. With the Zebra card, for as far as this person goes that's kind of helping you out, I do see this person as an intuitive person that knows how to confuse others or like make other people confused in, you know, their presence. It's like they have this ability to kind of like know what they want to do, but then they have this ability to like confuse their opponent. You know, I see that again with the zebra stripes, with the black and white, and how zebra stripes are actually, I've read somewhere they're meant to deflect flies, right? So it's almost like the zebra card is a friend or a person who is really good at deflecting annoying people out of the atmosphere because of their confusing outward appearance or because of the shell they project outward. I am also seeing that with the angels card here, your angels could be working through this specific person, or this person, the zebra person, could be representative of your angels. Like your angels are actually confusing your opponents or your enemies so they can't land on you, or all the annoying people basically that are trying to take advantage of you, they like won't be able to get you. It's like that protection from harm, that protection from that kind of thing. With the 8th house here and the 6 of diamonds, I am seeing that some of this stuff, some of these debts that are being repaid to you or money that's coming in is basically it might have to do with 8th house placement. So if you're looking in your chart at your 8th house and you seeing what signs or what energies are interacting with your 8th house in a specific moment of time, you might want to look in your chart to see where your 8th house is, like what planets are transiting, like where your 8th house is in your chart. Okay, sorry, a car just went off in my neighborhood. Anyway, so if that's a sign for you guys, take it. Let's see. So also with Capricorn here, we have more earth sign energy. So I'm definitely seeing a lot of these blessings could come in during like an earth sign, like month or time period, probably Capricorn season. I'm also just feeling in general, like winter months, like just basically when it's the winter time is when these blessings could be coming in, or when these things could be going down. Yeah, I mainly also want to call out to just point out that Capricorn, moon, and 8th house could be beneficial for you as far as like sign placements. Like maybe you have your moon in Capricorn, or maybe your moon is in the 8th house or something like that. But yeah, for the most part with the zebra card, they will be confusing, your angels will be confusing your enemies for the most part. And I definitely feel that this colorful triangle in the third eye with the zebra, I feel like there's a bigger plan here. There's a bigger picture here that the universe is trying to like let you in on a little bit right now. Okay, that's going to wrap up the reading. This one went a little bit longer than the last one, but I think it was worth it. I think I needed to cover everything that I covered. Just real quick, I know I brought up stuff with legal, and I know that's not normally what I do, but it did come up in the cards, and so I did want to bring it up or talk about it for those of you who it would help. So, you know, if it did help you, like take it and take what resonates, obviously. But if, you know, you're like, oh, he's talking to me about legal, blah, 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 just leave it, I guess. You know, you don't have to take that part of the reading, basically. Just know that this intuitive gift is coming in, and that's really the gift coming in this section, is this sense of intuition, this sense of knowing things. It is a strong intuitive gift that's coming in, psychic gift even, that you'll be developing pretty soon. So yeah, with that said, I'm going to end the reading there. I really enjoyed reading for you guys. This was a fun one. And yeah, if you really like this reading, feel free to like or comment below. If you like this reading enough to subscribe, please consider subscribing to the channel. I really enjoyed having you here today, so we would love to have you permanently with us. And with that said, we are going to be moving on to group 3 with the Celestite. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Hey, group 3, this is if you picked the Celestite crystal. I think this is the biggest crystal that I had on the channel today. Yeah, I don't know if that means anything to you guys. Maybe you guys are larger than life people, or you have big personalities or something like that. But I'm gonna draw these tea leaf cards. And yeah, we're just putting it out there that we want blessings from these tea leaf cards. If negative things come up with these tea leaf cards, we're seeing them as blessings. They're only going to be coming out as blessings for this reading. So even if they seem negative, we're going to be reading them in the context of other cards to, you know, see the positive or the blessings that are coming in. We only want good things in this reading for you guys. Let's see. Now we're going to be doing the playing cards today. So let's get into that. I apologize if I'm not as chatty in this group. Group 2, like, I just got really chatty or talkative. It just felt like, you know, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. That group's energy was like a battery. Not that your guys' isn't. I'm just having like trouble like connecting in on a more physical level with you guys right now. But that probably changes as the reading goes on. Okay, let's see. So we have your cards out in front of us for your 3 main blessings coming in. So let's flip over your tea leaf cards and see what we got. So we have fair woman, dealing to a relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. We also have vine, seek out information that will help you. And our last one, we have quill, get back to the basics. I'm already getting a lot of information for that card, but I want to kind of flip over to see if it's what I think it is. We also have Queen of Hearts. Wow, okay. We have 2 of Hearts. Okay. And we have 7 of Clubs. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, this is interesting because this is one of those readings where I'm not getting the full picture until I start talking to you guys. I was kind of holding back and like looking over the readings. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to figure out some of this stuff as I go, which happens in readings. It's like kind of like what I was feeling at the beginning of the reading, where it was difficult for me to connect with your guys' energy. I'm feeling for some of you there is kind of an element of like being hidden, or you might feel like you want to hide kind of your feelings right now, or you're trying to hide kind of your experiences or something like that, or there's something where you're trying to keep hidden that's coming through, or there's something about information being hidden from you or something like that, that is a message coming through just because of the state that I'm in right now, like doing this reading. But with Fair Woman, let's get into your first blessing. Let's get into all 3 of your blessings. So with Fair Woman, we have dealing to a relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Some of you, this could be an older woman. I am seeing that with gray or white hair. It's kind of reminding me of like an older woman. And so there's like a few in different interpretations with this message right here. So for some of you, you could be dealing with the Queen of Hearts here. This could be a mother figure or an older woman in your life, and you could be getting closer with an older woman in your life. So for example, this could be a mother or a nurturing figure in your life, or someone who's taken care of you in the past. With Queen of Hearts here, this is also could be talking about your role as a mother. So this could be you getting in touch and seeing yourself in the light of being a mother, or like what you would be like as a mother. So And for my male viewers out there who are into women, keep this in mind. This could represent you finding a partner, right? That you're going to get married to pretty soon. So that's for like a select few of you. But yeah, for most of you, this is like dealing with an older woman in your life, or dealing with some kind of woman in your life who was a nurturing influence for you, and it's kind of like getting closer with this person. I'm going to wait to pull another tarot card for this because I think I'm going to get more information with that tarot card, but let me move on to your other blessings and we will continue with the reading. So with Vine, seek out information that will help you, and Two of Hearts. This was interesting because I am seeing that, like, in a way, this is kind of like showing up as a new gift coming through, but with seek out information that will help you, and with Two of Hearts, I am seeing that you're going to stumble upon some kind of book or knowledge or YouTube video or something like that that's really going to help you with your relationship. So Two of Hearts is a romance card. It is the card of a love affair. It is the card of a connection between two individuals. It's not necessarily a marriage card, but it can represent like an intimate moment or a passionate night, or kind of like love or romance, or the kind of like love. It's like the love affair card basically. And so there is this kind of element that with seek out information that will help you with the Vine here, I do feel like you are growing right now as a person. And one of the blessings that's coming in for you is this piece of information that's going to catalyze your love relationships. It's going to turn you into someone who is more desirable, more attractive, more, how do I put this? You're going to be attracting more love interests, or it's going to benefit your love relationships in some way, this new piece of information. And that's kind of the blessing that's coming through for you guys is, and basically it's saying that, like, one of the advice is to seek out information that will help you, because you are going to stumble upon a particular piece of information that's just going to click. It's going to click with you. It's going to make you realize, like, this is how it operates. This is how love relationships operate. This is how love languages operate. This is like what I need in my life. And I feel like you're really going to resonate with it, and it's going to deeply affect you and change you in a way that's going to create more intimacy in your life, basically, which is really wonderful, especially because, like, sometimes we don't, how do I put this? Sometimes we don't have the ability to create intimacy in our lives because we're lacking some kind of piece of information on, like, how the world works or how relationships work or something like that. And so we're like, kind of like, when am I going to meet that person, or when am I going to find that love or that romance or something like that? So this piece of information that clicks with you is really going to solidify your ability to jump into love relationships. And it might be some work, but the point of this blessing is that you're going to find that thing that clicks, and it's going to resonate with you on that deep level, and you're going to go, whoa, that's how it works. Like, that's how it operates. That's how love relationships operate. You know, that's what I've been missing. That's the key component that I've been missing so I can get into these love relationships, you know, or that I can find a romantic partner, find a romantic interest. So I definitely see this piece of information really clicking with you, and it's going to be really beneficial in that way. With Quill, get back to the basics. I definitely see with the 7 of clubs here, this is kind of representing the fact that, like, you're going to be leaving behind a lot of worry and anxiety. With get back to the basics, I feel like you guys are people that have complicated your life with a lot of extra components that don't necessarily need to be there. It's like maybe you overthink things, or maybe you worry too much or something like that, and you kind of complicate your life through that. Basically, it's like, on one level, it's like, you know, maybe you overthink this thing and then you, like, do something and people are like, well, that's not what I intended, or that's not what I meant. And you're like, oh, sorry, I thought this and this. And they're like, no, it was this. So I definitely see this sense of, like, overthinking coming through that's going to be slipping away. The beautiful thing about this with get back to basics is I definitely see that with the Quill here, there could be an element too where you start writing. Like, that's something that's coming through as like a little side note with this gift. I'm going to get back to the main gist of the gift in a second, but one of the side notes for this gift is you could start writing something, or you could start writing poetry or short stories or something like that, or flash fiction or something along those lines. And I definitely see that that's going to help with that with being creative and stuff. But with the Seven of Clubs here, I definitely see you're going to be leaving behind a lot of this worry and negative thinking and anxiety in favor of like just the fact that you believe something good is going to happen, right? It's like getting back to the basics. It's kind of like your initial self or who you are in the core kind of was someone who is just a simple person who leads a simple life, who kind of just believes good things are going to happen, you know? And I definitely see that this is kind of this new attitude or mindset that you're going to take on that you've had in the past. It's just somehow you lost your way, or you kind of lost your way away from this kind of just general sense of faith and in the future or in people or something like that, or just feeling like this is what it is, because it's like, man, I gotta make myself clear here. Hold on. It's like you guys overcomplicate situations with your worry or your anxiety. And so getting back to the basics is like, what are the basics of the situation? You know, what are the kind of like core things that are happening here? And I definitely see with the Seven of Clubs here, one of the core things that you had when you were younger, or when you were a child maybe, or maybe just like a previous time in your life, or even in a past life, is you kind of had this ability to just kind of take people on faith or what they were saying. You know, it's like you can take everything for what it is, basically. And I see that on one hand, the core emotion or the core thing behind this is a sense of faith. And I do see this as like kind of coming, like you're going to have kind of like a little breakthrough where you're going to start to realize when you drop the worry or the anxiety and you kind of go with the fact of like, I'm just going to believe that something good's going to happen and we'll see if it happens, you know? And then it does happen. It's like, whoa, like that was way easier. This is an easier way to live. And so getting back to the basics, I feel like you're going to really return back to those simple ways of living. You know, what are some simple things I love doing? What are some simple things I need from someone else? I need this from someone. I'm just going to ask for it. You know, something like along those lines, getting back to those basics. Yeah, let's get some tarot cards to see what else is coming up for these cards. Yeah, I'm excited to see what is going on with this fair woman and the Queen of Hearts, because for some of you, if you're, I forgot to mention this too, if you're a woman interested in women, this could also be a marriage partner as well. But I feel like for those of you who are simply, you're just interested in men mainly, this is going to be a relationship with a female figure in your life. Could be a friendship, but I am seeing older woman with that gray or white hair. So let's see. This card wants to come out right here. We have the star right here, and we also have the strength card. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm feeling one more card for this second group. This card wants to come out. We have the Page of Cups. Okay. Put that right over there. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, for some of you, this older woman or this woman that you're interacting with, they're gonna help you like become more beautiful, is what I'm saying. I'm also seeing fair here as in like fair maiden, you know, it's like typical, you know, what you hear in fairy tales and stuff like, oh, the fair maiden, you know. And with the star card, I am seeing this aspect of beauty or hope. So I am seeing that this woman is going to help you be more beautiful, or dealing with this kind of karmic kind of relationship with this woman is going to help you expand your beauty, or you're basically glowing from the inside out. With the star card, I see that there's a sense that some of you are going to have celebrity status. But for the most part, most of you are just going to have this sense of hope and optimism for this connection in the future. It's like you're really connecting with this person, and you're really discovering, you're kind of getting that nurturing component, that motherly nature that you didn't really receive from this person in the past, or something along the lines of Yeah, there's something along the lines of this person helping you become more like hopeful in a sense, like is kind of what I'm seeing here. The star is also a card that just always reminds me when I get it in readings of like the next step on your journey, like the next star, like, you know, travelers, when they're looking up at the night sky and they're seeing the stars, it's like, oh, I know the next step to take or the next journey to go to because of this star. It's like this woman is going to help you with that next step on your journey. They're going to help you with that next plan forward. And it's this nurturing figure in your life. And I definitely see they're going to help you feel more hopeful. They really are kind of a source of wisdom. And I see that they're going to be playing a more active role. And that's kind of a gift that the universe is giving you as this specific person. Like I said, for my male viewers and female viewers who are into women, this is going to be a confirmation that this particular woman that you're thinking of when you're watching this person that gives you hope, that is the person you're supposed to marry, right? Queen of Hearts is also about a marriage sometimes. And so it's basically saying that this is the type of person you're supposed to marry. Like this is kind of the vibe of your marriage, what it's supposed to be like. It's supposed to feel hopeful. It's supposed to feel like you're glowed up or that you're super attractive or something like that around this person. It's like you're supposed to feel all those feelings when you're around this person, you know? So I definitely feel like that's a good sign that this is the right person for you if you do have a woman of romantic interest in your life. For those others of you that this is like a mother figure or a nurturing figure, woman figure in your life, they're giving you a lot of hope for the future. And so that's something that's coming through as far as a benefit for your life. With seek out information that will help you with the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, I am seeing that this specific piece of information that you're going to find is going to be self-generating. We see that again here with the Strength card. There's a lot about self-generating that you're going to be getting because we have the infinity symbol with the pentacles, and I always see this symbol as like a self-generation symbol. It's like you can kind of generate everything you want within yourself. And with Page of Cups, I think this piece of information is going to surprise you. I don't think it's an information that you've seen before, or if you have seen it before, you've passed it over, but for some reason, it's just gonna click, right? It's just gonna click and it's gonna be a surprise. You know, that's what the Page of Cups is telling me. It's gonna be a surprise. And with the Two of Pentacles, I am saying that it might actually help you be profitable as well. It's like this information you can apply not only to your relationships, but also your business. So if you're like thinking like, okay, well, you know, I'm clueless in both those areas, this is going to be a really good piece of information to help you with both of those, basically. It's going to be something that's going to like really benefit you in the long run. I see that like it's going to help you have more intimacy in your contacts, and it's also going to have more ability to make money too. With Quill here, get back to the basics and Seven of Clubs. With the Strength card here, this is really interesting because I definitely see that this is something that's going to bring a lot of gentleness to your character. And you might be thinking that you're already a gentle person, but even if you're not, and you're just kind of like an anxious person in general, what I'm seeing here with the Strength card is this is going to bring a lot of gentleness and strength of character to your personality. Getting back to the basics, it's like when you had that sense of faith that everyone was good and wholesome in the world, and you didn't have to worry about hidden motives or ulterior motives or worry about specific things in your life, when you just had faith in the universe, I'm seeing that getting back to the basics and feeling that faith is going to bring you a lot of strength. Strength also reminds me of overcoming like addictions or overcoming things that are like struggles in your life in that regard, or overcoming bad habits, you know, taming your wilder nature to kind of bring out that more gentle human side in you, you know. The infinity symbol above her head, I'll show you guys that real quick. The infinity symbol above her head is reminding me of higher intelligence and just kind of like her crown chakra. It's right above where her crown chakra is. So I'm seeing that like you're coming into your more human nature, your more human intelligence, you know, and getting in touch with your human instincts, you know, not just like your animal instincts or your fight or flight kind of vibe, you know, it's like you're getting in touch of higher nature, you know, which is interesting. It says get back to the basics. I feel like a lot of you were really in touch with that part of yourself when you were younger. I feel like a lot of you were really in touch with your human kind of have faith in the future kind of vibe, or have faith in the universe kind of vibe when you were really young. And it just somehow you kind of grew out of it, or the worries just started building up or something like that. But I really see the next blessing coming for you is getting back to those basics of just trusting in the divine and trusting what's coming next. Okay, now we're going to do the astro dice. So we're going to roll these astro dice to get a little bit more information. And we have the Gemini, Mars, and the 11th house. And I also want to pull a animal oracle card to see if there's any kind of person that's of helpful influence in this particular situation or with these new blessings coming through. This card doesn't want to go back in the deck, so we'll take it. Sea Serpent. This is really interesting with the Sea Serpent here because this is representative of the sacral chakra. And we also have Mars here, which is sexual energy, or it can be aggressive energy, but I'm definitely seeing this as more sexual energy. For those of you who are getting married to a specific woman, or you are in a relationship with a specific woman, this is a sign that this person, this woman, especially if you haven't like courted her yet, it's going to be a really good sex life. Like you're going to have really good intimate moments, basically. For others of you with the Sea Serpent here, I am seeing with the Sea Serpent kind of eating its own tail, I'm seeing you kind of getting in touch with the cycles of your life, kind of like seeing how one thing leads to another and how it revolves back around to this other thing that previously existed. You know, it's like, this is repeating itself again, or this is repeating itself again. I feel like the person that you're going to be interacting with or meeting is someone that repeats themselves. It's someone that you're going to be able to see this play out in this specific person. And through this example of seeing this person, it's like, okay, this is the pattern that's happening again. This person's acting this way again. Now they're going to act like this, and they'll act like that, and then they'll cycle back to this action. You know, it's like, you know, they go for action A, B, C, D, E, and then it's like back to A again. It's like they're just a pattern, right? This person's a pattern. They, you know, and I see that this person, when you kind of see their pattern and kind of how they cycle through these patterns in themselves, it's going to trigger kind of like this awakening in you. And this is kind of coming in separate from your blessings, but it is coming in at about the same time these other blessings are coming in. You're just going to start to notice that people tend to repeat themselves. That's like, okay, you're saying the same thing you said 5 years ago and you've not changed. You know, it's like one of those things, you know? So I definitely see that, like, for a lot of you, these cycles are actually, in a way, they're coming through as like a blessing, as far as like you can learn from these people, you know? Specifically, I'm seeing one specific person, and they might be actually a very creative person, but they have these repetitive habits in their life, right? I'm seeing also with these intimate relationships, with this information that you'll be seeking, with the 11th house here, it's also going to help you with groups of people, is what I'm seeing. And also with the 11th house ruling Aquarius, I am seeing there's kind of like a vibe of like a humanitarian component to this intimacy that you're going to be learning. So I definitely see that, like, looking for information in the humanitarian sphere, like what maybe like some gurus are saying or something like that, could be beneficial as far as finding this information. For others of you, it's going to be like a book you read or something like that, but just seeking out information that will help you is going to be beneficial. If you're like one of the types like me, like I get stressed out when I look for new information because I'm like, none of this is gold nuggets of wisdom, you know? So if just like seek out when you can, you know, I definitely think this information is like divinely going to be sent to you. So I feel like no matter what, we'll be receiving this information and kind of like getting this little nugget of truth. Yeah, with Gemini here, I feel like Geminis could be a strong learning component for you in this particular time period. I feel like for a lot of you, this woman could be a Gemini. This could be a Gemini woman, or you could be kind of engaging. We also have the star here, which is also Aquarius energy. So like air sign energy is really prevalent in this pile for some reason. You might be learning a lot from air signs coming up, or like air signs specifically might be teaching you a lot of lessons. With the Mars card here, these air signs could also be making you feel either like sexually passionate or aggressive or just energetic around them. Like you might be having a little bit more energy than you're used to having, and so you might want to expel it either through exercise or activity or something like that. I'm seeing that they're going to kind of give you that kind of charged up vibe or something like that. That's kind of going to get you out of any kind of lethargic state that you've been in, if you've been in one, basically. It's interesting because we do have the Queen of Hearts, and one thing that the Queen of Hearts can represent is laziness in a sense, because it's about comfort and like romantic fantasy and stuff like that. And so with the Mars card here, I'm just seeing that balancing that out a little bit. So no matter what, you don't have to worry about your energy levels being too low or too high. You're going to have a pretty balanced state of energy. So look forward to that. Look forward to having kind of a little bit more buzz of energy, but actually at the same time being able to be relaxed about it. You know, you're not like super gung-ho, you know, it's like you have that kind of relaxed, energetic vibe basically. And also this is kind of double influence of like sexual energy. So there could be a sense of like having a sexual, passionate connection with someone coming through. And whether that is the person that you are marrying, if you're into the woman and you have that relationship with that woman here, or that person that, you know, maybe not marriage, but committed relationship here, whether that's with that, or if you're a person that's finding that knowledge and you're finding that love affair information, this love affair information or this knowledge could actually be benefiting you, not on just a like a romantic or an intimate level, but like a sexual level as well. So that's kind of something that's really, really cool. And it's going to really increase your charisma in the bedroom as well. Wow. Okay. We're not an 18 plus reading, Cody. You're going to have to slow your roll there. Okay, so anyway, that's the end of the reading for you guys. And if you like that reading, please like or comment below. If you really enjoyed this reading and you really resonated with my energy, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We're always welcoming new subscribers here at Cody Tarot. And with that said, that was the last group for today. I really enjoyed reading for you guys. This was a very fun reading. And I really enjoyed trying out my new divination techniques today. So thank you for watching and being there for that. So see you guys in the next pick a card, and I will catch you later. Bye.